Here are 27 lotto winners that went broke that we bet you did not know about. Like our video and subscribe to our channel if you find our content useful. Ken Proxmire. In 1977, Ken Proxmire won the lottery jackpot. He went bankrupt after 14 years. His expensive lifestyle brought him to bankruptcy. Denise Rossi. 11 days after winning, Denise filed for divorce and hid the win from her husband. When he found out, he took her to court and the judge ordered all her winnings to him. Marva Wilson. Grandmother won on the Missouri lottery, but a family acquaintance, Freya Pearson, scammed Marva out of her winnings, leaving her with nothing. Ronnie Music Jr. Drug dealer put his winnings into a crystal meth ring when he landed a lottery prize. Ronnie was caught, and on top of losing his money, he was sentenced to 21 years in prison. Callie Rogers. 16-year-old supermarket checkout girl ditched her job and splurged on cosmetic surgery, drug-fueled nights out, holidays and gifts. In 10 years Rogers had just $2,000 left. Willie Hurt. 2 years after winning a jackpot, Willie was accused of killing a woman in a drug-related altercation. Hurt's lawyer told the press that the millionaire had spent his riches by then. Lara and Roger Griffiths. After winning, the couple fully embraced the luxury lifestyle, but raucous spending and bad investments quickly caused disharmony between the pair after all the money was gone. Suzanne Mullins. Suzanne claimed she'd spent $1 million on the medical bills of her son-in-law, and later borrowed money from a lottery winners foundation, failed to pay the loan back, got sued, and eventually got into debt. Ibi Ronchioli. The winner had 2 secret sons and gifted them the bulk of the winnings. When her husband found out, he killed his wife by injecting her with a cocktail of lethal drugs. Daniel Carley. After winning, Daniel spent like crazy and fast went broke and in debt. He turned to drug dealing and got caught, and was sentenced to 2.5 years in the slammer. Lou Eisenberg. Man gambled away most of his winnings and the remainder went on paying off his ex-wives. Soon the cash had dried up and Eisenberg was living in a mobile home. John Roberts. Spent a fortune on supercars and suspect investments, including a money pit pub. Roberts' winnings had disappeared fast and he ended up broke. Evelyn Basehor. Won the lottery twice in 4 months. She spent all her cash on gambling, but the habit left her broke and living in a trailer park, working 2 jobs to get by. Sharon Tirabassi. Spent lavishly on family and friends, splurging on everything from designer clothes to a tricked-out Cadillac. Now, all that's left of her lottery winnings is tied up in a trust for her children. Francisco Guerrero. The winner made a number of bad investments and ended up not only losing money but losing all of his properties as well. Lawrence Candlish. Bought his family gifts, including property and cars. Candlish moved from the UK to Spain and plowed the rest of his winnings into several failed business schemes. Peter Kyle. 3 years later, Kyle had lost the lot and was forced to claim unemployment benefits, having pumped his cash into a series of bad investments. Lee Ryan. Served years in prison for car theft and spent like crazy. When he was finally released, he left his wife and moved to Kyrgyzstan with a girlfriend and was duped out of the rest of his winnings there. Brian McGee. Brian lost a fortune when his business crashed in 2013 and eventually had to put the home he bought with his winnings up for sale to help pay off his creditors. Michael Carroll. The convicted criminal squandered the money on partying, jewelry, extravagant cars, and gifts for family and friends. Soon he was forced to return to his former minimum wage job to make ends meet. William Post. His own brother tried to have him murdered to get hold of the money, and his wife successfully sued him for a large chunk of the winnings. With his spending out of control, Post eventually ran up debts. John McGinnis. Spent like there was no tomorrow, including buying his beloved soccer club Livingston in the process, but McGinnis hadn't realized that he would be liable for the club's debts and his remaining winnings were swallowed up. Keith Goff. Splurged on luxuries and spoiled family and friends, and as his spending spiraled out of control, his wife divorced him and Keith was broke and descended into alcoholism. Janet Lee. Donated millions to charity, bankrolled the Democrat Party, and bought everything on credit. Later, the philanthropist was bankrupt, owing her debtors a staggering $2.5 million. David Lee Edwards. A huge mansion and a fleet of luxury cars, not to mention copious amounts of narcotics, ravaged by drugs and estranged from his wife, the ill-fated lottery winner died penniless and alone. Bill Bob Harrell purchased homes for himself and his family members and donated generously to his local church, but 20 months after winning, Harrell was left broke and tragically decided to take his own life. Andrew Jack Whitaker, after winning, began organizing extravagant donations and investments, but he was robbed multiple times and lost 3 family members in a short period of time. Soon Whitaker failed to pay his debts and declared bankruptcy. If you like our content, please consider supporting our channel on Patreon with as little as $5 donation. The link is in description.